Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today is day 5 of the fridge, freezer, pantry clean out, and we're making buffalo cauliflower wraps here with some cauliflower florets, some chickpeas, and some hot sauce being our main ingredients. But we're also going to be using some wraps from the freezer, as well as some quick homemade ranch and some of that hummus. So first thing we're going to do is gather all of our spices: garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, salt and pepper, flour, and cornstarch. And then I'm going to drain and rinse 1 can of chickpeas, and I'm going to save that liquid, which is called aquafaba, because I'm going to do some baking later on in the week, and I thought that'd be good to have on hand. And I'm just going to let these sit and kind of dry out while I prep the rest of the ingredients. I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. And I'm going to add my flour, about a half a cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, my spices, whisk that together, and then I'm going in with about 2/3 of a cup to 3/4 of a cup of plant milk. I'm doing oat milk today. And then I added about a tablespoon or 2 of this hot sauce to the batter as well. Once that was all nice and combined, I added the cauliflower florets in there and gave that a good toss. And then I decided at the last minute I wanted to add a little bit of breadcrumbs for an extra crunch. And I baked these in the oven for about 20 minutes. You just want to make sure they're not touching. And then while that was in the oven, I went back to the chickpeas here, added the same spices to those chickpeas with a little bit of oil, popped those in the air fryer for a bit. And then I also decided to make some buffalo sauce to kind of zhuzh it up, which is a 1/4 cup of sauce, 1/4 cup of butter, and a tablespoon or 2 of sweetener of choice. I used agave, and just melt that together, and then we're going to toss the cauliflower in that. I also found a little bit of cashew yogurt and some homemade ranch spice, so I made a little bit of ranch dip to go with these wraps. Once I tossed the sauce into the cauliflower, I added it back in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes just to get a little bit crispy, and did the same with the chickpeas. To assemble, I added some of our hummus onto our wrap with the cauliflower and chickpeas, drizzled on that ranch, wrapped it up,